It's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Piofiore. And it has been like a week or two since I've recorded this, because I was doing some Cafe Enchanté, and the main route on that took a long-ass time. So, yeah, I don't know fucking anything. I don't remember shit. It's gonna be, like, the skipping through is gonna be nice, because I'm gonna need it, because it has been... Like, you know, normally I do, like, okay, I do a route in one other game and then a route. But that one just took twice as long as doing a route. So it's just... It's been a long-ass time. I was like, I kind of almost forgot I was playing this. So, anyway. We are going into Gilbert's route today. So we are supposed to start right here, right? Yeah, the main story. Yes. We have to do all previous 4 before his red's available. Skip the opening scene. Yes. That was Roberto talking, right? And so again, like everything else, some meanwhile stories are will automatically play, probably ones that we've already seen. And then some we have to choose. We've seen everything, so we say good morning. Probably see everything. Whoops, I forgot how to work this. I think we've already seen choices, right? Because this is the one with Dante, right? Well, it says press to view the story, even though I guess it doesn't really matter, because technically we've already seen them. Yeah, okay, we've already seen this one. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. We'll just do what the guy said. I mean, the thing is, well... If the guy didn't say anything, you'd be like, well, but the guy doesn't say, even though you've already seen that. Oh. Well, this is different. No, that's not... Well, we've made these choices before, didn't we? That's what life is. Everyone is blessed. You'll have a happy life is new. Oh. Maybe that's why. I was like, it acts like we haven't chosen anything, because... Maybe in the other routes when Orlok pops up and you have this choice, you only have the first 2, and this is a new one. Okay. So, Giovanni, you'll have a happy life. Oops. What do you mean? I don't have a mom or a dad. Yes, and not having parents is a very sad burden to bear. I know how you feel, Giovanni. I don't have parents either. But don't worry. Huh? I've been happy living here at the church. I'm sure you'll be happy too, just like me. We have Sister Sophia, who's like a mother to us, and Elena, who's like our sister. Let's not forget all the adorable little brothers and sisters we have here too. I'm very happy and blessed to have everyone here around me every day. That's what makes you happy, sis? He's like, are you fucking crazy? Girl's crazy. Yes. Well, I guess I do have lots of brothers and sisters around. The church is like a family to me. Yes, we're all of us a family, one that can make so many fun memories together. Oh, and I know this might be a bit difficult to understand now, but I think each one of us can determine what our own happiness will be. It's our own life's journey to discover what that is. It isn't up to God to force us to be happy if we don't want to be. So it's not up to God to make me happy? I should try to make myself happy? Yes, absolutely. Totes true. I nodded with a smile as I looked at Giovanni, who was deep in thought. Even if the world told him that he was blessed and should be happy, he needed to believe in it himself for those words to have any meaning to him. Okay. Perfect. Hold on. Hopefully we don't get a choice in the next 2 seconds. I gotta step away for a second. Like, walk away. Oh, of course we get his frickin' choice, right? For 2 seconds I walk away. Let's see. I understand why they left. Haha, new choice. I understand why they'd want to leave for the city. Oh? Don't tell me you wish to go too! I don't know what things are like outside of Arca, and sometimes I think about how things might be in places outside of Berlone. Well, after seeing what's out there, I bet you'd turn around and come right back. I think you're right. There is something special about our hometown, after all. Our precious! Hold on. Glazals are rather precious. I'm sorry. The second I started recording, my, allergies were like, hey, this is a new choice. But also I had to, like, stop, like, boop, go back. Hi, Henry, hello. I mean, Phantom of the Casino. Without your mask on, I love you. Can't wait for that. That's next. Anyway, we were supposed to intervene. Okay. Stop it, Roberto. A bit flustered, I stood in front of Roberto. Get out of my way. He's right. He was enjoying a cup of coffee, then he helped pick up these lemons for me. That's all. This is Arca. There are no restrictions on who can stay and who should leave. Isn't that right? Ugh. Fine. I'll consider what you've said as a citizen. Huh. Well, that was something. I don't remember their voices. I really don't. Ask a question. This is new. Okay. We've already done the politely kind, but the intervene and observe are two. We've never had that before, so. Can I ask you something? Are you on bad terms with Roberto? That's a surprising question. I can't say we're buddies, but we're not on bad terms. He usually doesn't come after me like that. I suppose he just woke up on the wrong side of the bed. He is human after all. I can tell he's choosing his words so that it doesn't come out badly, but it also seems like he didn't really care. Thank you for answering my question, Signore. It makes a lot of sense now. After nodding in thanks, I decided to let him carry my bag for me. Oops, I always forget how to do these! Thoughts. Did we read this one? Or this? Oh, this is the Nicola one, isn't it? Okay, yeah, we have seen this one. Yes, because Thoughts was only available after doing Nicola, and the other one was only... Choices was only available after doing... Oh! Okay, what happened here? Did someone to go to the backyard? Is that man I met today? He's visiting the graveyard. Okay, interesting. My curiosity is getting the better of me. What should I do? Speak to the person. I like theirs. What should I do? Speak to the person. What? Those were the choices. What should I do? Speak to the person. Is that the, like, what should I do as a choice? Unless that's a choice of like, I stand here contemplating what to do, but that's like really fucking weird. Anyway. Maybe I should talk to him. I followed him casually without much thought. Good evening. Oh, it's you! Oh, I was wondering. I was like, I wonder if it's gonna be our best boy. I love him so much. I don't even care. I don't even care what dirty secrets you're hiding. I don't care. I love you so much. Anyway. We gotta get her Diodore voice on. Sorry. I know we're not supposed to know who he is, but I fucking know who he is. It's fucking obvious. Come on. Jesus Christ. And like, look, he's on the cover of the fucking game. Plus, you can kind of tell when you go into the like 1926 prologue, the happy ending story, you can kind of see him and it's like you can kind of see, you could kind of know, and it tells you his name is Henry, so there you go. Plus, what's his face? Emilio called him that. And it was like, is he talking to Diodore? And he called him Henry, and I was like, okay. So I was like, you can do the fucking math! I don't know why you're hiding as the casino host, but I don't care and I love you. Okay. Anyway. I saw you pass by a moment ago, so I just wanted to come greet you. I live here at the church. Yes, I know. Really? I wonder if he's got, like, two different voices, like, you know what I mean, like slightly different affect when he's talking as Diodore, so that we wouldn't recognize his voice, but whatever, I can't do that. I don't have that many voices anyway. I rarely come by to pray, but I've seen you a number of times before. I see. I'm sorry I didn't know who you were until you spoke to me today. There's nothing to apologize for. I've only seen you, and I've never spoken with you before. Look at, he's so precious, I love him so much. Like, yes, but you did speak to me, and here we are now. Your words helped bring us together. I just wanted to confirm. Confirm what? What is he trying to say? He didn't say a word. Silence fell over us, and after some time, I decided to speak. It would have been nice to chat a bit longer, but I need to get back. Good night, and farewell this hour. Same to you. No, don't leave me! I bowed my head and turned around as I began to step back into the hall. Wait, Signorina. I turned around at his sudden words. God, look, he's so beautiful. If you don't mind, may I come see you tomorrow? Oh God, yes, and the day after that, every day. And perhaps we might take a walk to better get to know one another. And that is again, if you don't mind. His request surprised me. Interesting that we say of course to him in... I did pick Gilbert's route, right? Yeah, Gilbert's walkthrough. Okay, I'm just making sure. Because, like, I feel like saying of course is, like, going down his route. Like, sure, of course. Are we supposed to, like... I don't know if there was a guide. I didn't check if there was a guide for him. I only open them when I need them, you know what I mean? But... Because I don't want to ruin it, but I'm wondering then if we go through, would we be like, I'm sorry, rejecting him as the right thing? That seems weird, but okay. Why, thank you for the gracious offer. It was just a hunch, but I felt that what he wanted to talk about was going to be very important. Grazie. It would be an honor to go on a date with a fine lady such as yourself. Huh? Wait, this is a date? He beamed with a bright smile as I tried to hide my troubled expression. Look how beautiful he is. I guess it's a date? I mean, he did ask me out, I suppose. I'll come by again tomorrow. Yes. I could only return a half-hearted reply. As we parted ways, I finally got back to the hall to close the doors to the church. Ah, man. And then the wind is... Yes, now we get to go, Yang. Hello, Yang. This bitch. I love all the characters in this. I'm sorry, Gilbert, though. Your route is already overshadowed by Henry. Sorry. It just is. Oh. Well, who are we now? I don't know. Anyway, I needed to make a decision on the night the leader of the Lao Shu left the church. I'm assuming we're Joseph. Should I shake hands with them? Should I entrust the keepers of the grave with this mission? I could become the head of the church if I got my hands on the artifact in that town. Sounds like him. But I have been having flashbacks as of late. Flashbacks of when I planned on relinquishing my position. Flashbacks of when I returned to Veneto to find her. Interesting. I don't know who we were, but... That's new! Woo! Hold on, I got to sneeze. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on, now I gotta sneeze. Like right there, walk away. I'm so sorry. That like snuck up and it was like right there and I'm like, oh god, I gotta sneeze. And then it wasn't there. And then it was like, oh my god, it's right there. No, it's not there. It just took forever to come out. Jesus Christ. Anyway, come to think of it, I'm supposed to meet that person today. It'd be so much better if we were skipping through while I was sneezing, but no. Oh, I don't think we set a time for us to meet. Also, it would be weird that you didn't ask his name when he asked you out on a quote-unquote date. Or just to walk. You know what I mean? Maybe he's planning to come at night like he did yesterday. Well, I do need to go out for the provisioning, so I won't return until later tonight anyway. Perhaps I won't be able to meet him, even though we made a promise. Oh, I'm sure he knows exactly when you leave and when you come back, because he's probably stalking you. I'm just saying. I'm such a horrible person. I can only hope that I'll be able to meet with him another time. And when I do, I'll apologize right away. She's such a good girl. She's so kind. You're right, he is a nice person. Hello, Orlok. Mission. Did we already read this? I think we did, because this is... Is this Orlok? Oh, that was unexpected. I didn't think she'd remember me. I've never even spoken to her before. Oh, who would have expected she'd notice? I can't ever get too close to me, at least not yet. What should I do? Maybe I should just stay away from the church for now. The thought made my heart feel heavy. After all, the church was the only place in town that actually made me feel like I was at peace. What to do? It's been 5 years since I came to Berlone.
From ancient times, the church entrusted the Falzone family to protect Berlone and the artifact as keepers of the grave. But the Falzone family abused their power and fell into a life of crime. Following internal strife, they allowed a new crime organization to appear in the town.
You know what I find really funny? It says Orlok, and yet when Orlok is speaking, it's question marks. We already know his name's Orlok. Like, it's just bizarre. But, like, I mean, obviously we don't know that this is Rosberg right now, so I get that. But, like, we know who Orlok is, so why is all of his shit question marked?
Worse, they stood by as criminals from another country took over the territory. It's obvious that the Falzone has lost all rights to their dominion over Berlone. Unfortunately, even we are not able to intervene so easily. Hence, you're tasked as a disciple to monitor Berlone until the time comes to act.
Understood, Your Excellency.
As a disciple...
Oh no, this is... Okay, never mind. Or Orlok still. As a disciple, I swear that I'll follow your orders as you command.
I'm counting on you. With that said, I give you your mission. First, regarding the Falzone.
Was Veneto where Orlok was from? So when it was Rosberg before and he said something about going to Veneto to find her. He was talking about Orlok's mom. Kind of forgot where he was from. Look, it's been a while, okay? I need to hide that I'm a member of the church. Which is why I've tried to avoid getting too close to anyone, but... Recently, I turned toward the direction from which I came, as I tried to clear my muddled mind. Interesting. Just keep smiling, smiling. What do we do? We smile. Would have pointed out that that's our boyfriendo, but again, my allergies seem to act up on days that I take off. Yay, I took a day off so then I can just record some extra stuff and whatever, and then it's like, oh, did you want to get anything accomplished today? Go fuck yourself. And also when I'm recording, if I'm just sitting on my couch doing nothing, I'm fine. But it's like, talking makes my nose I don't know. So, whatever. What's going on there? Maybe I should check it out.
Thief! You took my wallet! Bastard! Learn your place!
What's going on? What are you doing to this poor child?
Shut up! Mind your own business!
No, this has to stop. I'm calling the police. Yeah, do it! Bring them! They weren't backing down, even after hearing my threat. Oh, they're beating up Luka. Okay. What should I do? Half a dozen thoughts crossed my mind when all of a sudden... Stop it! Assuming it's Gilbert. A stern voice suppressed the clamor. From among the crowd came... come on. It's fucking Gilbert's path. This is new. You had to know. Gilbert Redford. Gilbert Redford? Hey, the hell's going on here? What's this about a thief?
He took my wallet, so...
How much was in it? I'll buy the wallet from you. Gilbert nodded to his subordinate to take action. Will 5 liras do, Gil? Make it 10. Understood. Here you go.
This much? Thank you! Thank you, senor!
Well, I hope my wallet gets stolen every day that Gilbert's around. Gilbert looks around and smiled at the bystanders. Sorry for the ruckus, folks. Hope it didn't ruin your appetite. His voice is not working today. Before he finished speaking, his subordinates went around, passing out money to everyone.
Huh? Are you sure?
Yeah, need to cleanse the palate, right? Take it. Consider it my apology for the disruption.
You disrupted everything! Give me money. I mean, Gilbert, come on. I mean, these are poor people, and, like, sure, money's gonna be helpful. That's actually a nice thing to... Here, take some money so you can go buy food, like, whatever. But, like, you can't just pay people off all the time, Gilbert. Like, what the fuck? It's a nice thing to do, but also at the same time, you think money buys everything, don't you? Wow.
Thank you. That's the Visconti I know.
And yet, you're living in the slums, and you'd think he would try to, if he really gave a shit, would like, let's fix things up, and like... But he doesn't. Just saying. I don't know anything about, like, running a town, so what do I know? The attention began to center around his subordinates as they distributed the money. I saw Gilbert making his way through the crowd toward me.
Want a commotion, huh? If you got any problems, feel free to let the Visconti know. I'll bring by a donation to the church later.
Why, thank you very much, Senor Redford. Hold on. Swear to God, I hate my fucking life. This is such bullshit. It's just because I have the day off. Because if I were working, I'd be perfectly fucking fine. But no, I have the day off, I can get some recording done, and it's like, fuck you! You know what? Fuck you, allergies. Fuck you. So annoyed.
That voice. You were the one who stood up to them, eh? Don't be too brash, though. Taking care of problems is our business. Hey, kid. Next time, don't get caught.
Gilbert extended his hand out to the young child sitting on the ground. But then...
Shut it! It's none of your business!
Well, you little... It's fine. But Gil! I said it's fine.
Huh. Gilbert let us smile as the child ran away.
That kid has balls to speak out like that. True Visconti material right there.
Gilbert Redford, of the Visconti family. I guess you need to have what it takes to be a boss like him. And that's the provisioning. Okay, where we go. What a day! I quickly finished my meal and headed back to my room. Despite being tired, I made sure to say my nightly prayer of gratitude. With all of my chores done, I slipped into bed. Good night. Who should you say good night to? We should be going... Oh, hold on. We should be going into chapter 1. I closed my eyes and quickly drifted off to sleep. What's that? How long was I asleep? The sweet smell of sandalwood tickled my nose. I slowly opened my eyes. Oh God, is he in your room? Don't move. It's Yang! What is he doing in my room? Who is he? What is he doing here? My thoughts felt muddled. Under crimson hair shining in the moonlight, I could only make out sharp, narrow eyes. I felt the creeping edge of a blade graze my neck. What? In an instant, I suddenly comprehended what was happening. Fear came over me. Well, this is new. I'll kill you if you move even a muscle. You will follow my orders, you hear? If you don't, I will kill everyone here. The women, the children, everyone. What in the world is he saying? The coldness of his voice convinced me that this was no ordinary threat. The moonlight reflecting off his eyes revealed the madness within. Smart girl. I don't normally mind stupidity in women, but a spark of intelligence is welcome tonight. Without any trace of worry, he carried me on his back and took me from my room. What are you doing, Yang? I don't know who sang that. Somebody sang it. Is it Gilbert? Sorry, you didn't hear me gasp because I had to mute my mic for a second. I was like, oh, it's Dante. Which makes sense because we did almost get kidnapped. Like, Orlok came to kidnap us in every other route, right? Like, so, and punched Sister Sophia, and then Dante took. So, I mean, it's kind of, yeah. Dante Falzone. So, what are you doing, Yang? Dante Falzone? What is he doing here? I couldn't believe anything that was happening. Wait, did he just say Yang? There was a very famous person in Berlin with that name. Oh, not bad, Falzone. You've been doing your homework. Under our pact, the Mafia families here aren't to intrude on one another's territory. And yet here you are, trying to abduct her from holy ground under cover of darkness. Yang didn't so much as flinch, even at Nicola's stern voice. I broke the unspoken pact. I must be a terrible person indeed. And now the Falzone has the right to try and get rid of me by force. I'm sure the Visconti wouldn't mind seeing you folks go wild in Arca. I should say so. If so, why don't we have some fun? I wouldn't mind seeing how I'd fare. Dante's like, don't mess with him. Don't play his games. Despite the dark, I could tell Dante Falzone wasn't pleased with what he was hearing. Yang looked at Dante, then laughed. Oh, I pity her misfortune. I'm sure she won't be able to keep up with our fun. You are aware our code of honor. Aware of, I think, our code of honor. Not taking the lives of those uninvolved. Let her go, Yang. Yang's body was shaking from trying to hold back his laughter. He didn't do a good job about it. He was laughing out loud. Come now, Falzone. Do you mean to say she's not involved? How wrong can you be? She is involved. In fact, quite involved with your family. Huh? I have nothing to do with the Falzone family. Falzone and Francesca. Seeing both of you here makes it easy to come to a conclusion. She's very important to your family. So what? So I'll take with... I'm assuming he was supposed to be saying, so I'll take her with, and they just left out the her. Okay, because that sentence didn't make sense. Dante Falzone fired his gun before Yang could finish. Yang knew it was coming. Still carrying me, he jumped away to avoid the bullet. Dante, that was dangerous. Do you think I'd miss my mark? I mean, you did. Hurry! Okay! Oh, that's Lon and Faye, I'm sure. It's two voices, it's Lon and Faye, no doubt. They're tougher than everybody else. Nicola whistled and the church doors slammed open. Their men waiting outside began to storm the church. Fire at will. Kill any louse shoe you meet. But do not fire at the girl Yang's carrying. Once again, not the girl, got it? Nicola's like, not the girl. Like, understood. Don't get hurt, Leo. You're my favorite side character, Leo. Don't get hurt. That'll be the route that I'm like, fuck it, they killed Leo. Like, you cannot hurt fucking Leo. Thank God he has made it through unscathed every fucking... that we've seen, anyway. I mean... Yang dodged the bullet with a bright smile on his face. What is going on here? I had a hard time breathing with the action around me and the blade still to my throat. My mind couldn't come to any reason as to why this was happening to me. I don't think the blade would be at your throat anymore if you threw it on his back. I'm just saying. Well, I mean, if his blade's on his back, then I guess. But as I felt death slowly inching nearer... Huh? Yang lost his grip on me and I fell to the floor. Someone came from above? Orlok? Why, you... This is just hilarious because it's like everybody, you're like, wait. I'm going to need the Phantom of the Casino and Gilbert to just show up right now. Huh? The darkness of the night made it seem as if the young man vanished. I heard sounds of blades clashing. It was then it dawned on me that he was moving faster than my eyes could follow. The clash continued when... the young man swooped down and picked me up. I have no time to explain, but I need you to trust me. I won't hurt you, I promise. I mean, what else are we gonna do? He mumbled to me, then ran out of the church with me in his arms. What a spectacular show this is. After him! Don't let him go! Can you walk? Yes. After seeing that I could stand, he spoke to me with a stern look on his face. Run away from here, now. Run? Where? anywhere, find a place to hide. But if I had the choice, I'd rather be with you. But if I don't stop them here, you'll lose your chance to escape. I can't face them and cover you at the same time, so please hurry. If nothing else, I understood what I needed to do now was run. I'm sorry. I began running as fast as I could. What in the world is going on? For some reason, Yang was after me. My very existence there would have made matters worse for the young man. I need to run. I kept my legs moving to take me as far away from church as possible. Right into the arms of Gilbert. Without even knowing it, I realized I had avoided Falce and Veleno on instinct. Soon, I found myself in Creta. I felt a sharp pain in my chest, but I had to run. I needed to keep moving. I didn't hear anyone approaching from behind, but I wonder if that young man was really holding all of them back.
Whoa!
I'm so sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
It's nothing to worry about. Although,
I'm assuming it's him, or it could be... It seems to be Gilbert by the shadow, so... I finally realized what happened. I bumped into... Yeah, I mean, I just assumed it was him anyway, but...
You're that girl from the church, right? What's with the hurry at this hour?
Well... He stared at me from top to bottom, obviously curious why I couldn't answer him, and why I'm running in a nightgown, by the way. Like, I'm not even dressed. I am literally in my PJs.
Where are your shoes?
Come to think of it, Yang came into my room and I was only wearing my nightgown. Embarrassed, I felt my cheeks blushing.
Come, follow me.
Huh?
If you got some time, how about a drink? I was looking for someone to drink with. The bottle I just got is amazing.
But Senor Redford, I'm...
Now, hold on there a second. Something is obviously the matter. First, let's settle down, then we can talk later. Don't worry, it'll all be okay.
His serious words were followed by his swiftly lifting me into his arms. He then took me back to the manor where he lived. Okay, like, he's not my favorite character, because, like, we know. I love Dante and Nicola, and Henry, of course, the Phantom of the Opera, right? And I still love Yang. And, like, whatever. And I feel bad, because, like, Orlok and Gilbert get put underneath all the rest of the characters. But, like, he just comes swooping in this moment. He's like, come on, let's go back, let's have a drink. Picks you up, carries you off. You're like, I mean, you're kind of like a Prince Charming right now, and I don't hate it. Like, kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie. So, this is the Visconti Manor. He brought me inside and quickly went on to fetch something warmer for me to put on. Then he handed me a shot of limoncello to warm me from the inside. Limoncello. A single sip brought freshness into my mouth. I could tell the gentle flavor of the liquor was calming me down. I began tracing back my memories to explain to him what had just happened.
Let me confirm. Yang from the Lao Shu came to get you, then Dante and Nicola appeared, starting a gunfight. Then some mysterious guy appeared to get you out of there. Did I get that right?
Yes. Hearing someone else say what happened made it sound more like fiction than anything. Gilbert's like, the actual fuck.
I have no clue what's happening, but I guess the simple answer is that both the Lao Shu and the Falzone are after you.
Wait, you believe me? She's like, even I don't believe me, and I was there.
Of course. If this were a lie, you'd do a better job at making it sound real.
He's not wrong.
He's like, it sounds insane, so, like, you'd have to be crazy to lie. At the very least, you don't seem like the type to make stuff up like that. And above all else,
He chuckled playfully and closed the eye that wasn't hidden by the eye patch.
A ladies' man myself. This is something I won't change, even if I had to fight the Falzone or the Lao Shu.
I couldn't tell if he was serious or not. I'm a ladies' man. So, do you think they were all trying to pick me up to marry me or some shit? Gil, what the fuck? Hold on. Seems like a really random time to mention that you're a ladies' man is all. Anyway, you know what? Let me turn on my freaking air purifier. Maybe it's because I haven't had it on in a couple days. It's not going to help me right now, but it's probably because I keep forgetting to turn it on. I was so good at turning it on constantly, and I'm always like, oh, I forgot to turn it on. Maybe that's my problem. Anyway, I couldn't tell if he was serious or not. Seeing me raise a brow, he smiled.
So, what's your name?
Spacey Adornato.
Space, eh? Why don't you stay here for a while?
Here? In this manor?
Yeah, you are being chased by the Falzone on the last shoe, right? If so, there's no better place to be in Berlin than here. They wouldn't dare lay a finger on my guest in the house of the Visconti.
But, Signor, my being here is going to bring trouble to you.
Maybe, but that's not all. Your being here is also of interest to me. They're not after your life. If that were the case, you'd be dead the moment Yang got into your room. That means they need you alive no matter what. That also means that you have value to them worth their protection, right?
Really? Me? Hold on. Suffer with me through this part, and then I'm just gonna stop for the day. Hold on. I am so sorry. This is just such a pain in my fucking ass. This is not how I wanted to spend, Anyway, I'll just have to record on a Sunday when I don't normally record on Sundays, but it was hard to believe, but it did seem to make some sense.
If I play my cards right, I can gain an advantage over them. Of course, I promise you that I'll make it worth your while to stay here. It's a win-win situation, wouldn't you agree? You got nothing to worry about. You'll be my honored guest, Space.
Senor Redford, it's not that I don't wish to be under the care of the Mafia, but if I leave here now, I could be dead before sunrise tomorrow. I looked straight into the Visconti boss's face and spoke earnestly. Thank God she said face and not eyes. Right. Please help me, Senor. Please let me stay here. He smirked a bit, then spoke with a bold and gallant demeanor.
Yeah, I'll protect you, no matter what.
Why? Why did I feel like he'd be true to his words? I feel like he'd protect me. I felt like he could lead me out of the mysterious labyrinth I was in. Who wants to get out of the fucking labyrinth? Have you seen Jareth the Goblin King? He's hot as fuck, yo. Come on. I want to stay in the labyrinth. Made a labyrinth, stole your baby. Brother. Keep him. Keep the little fuck.
Let the good times roll.
That's the title of the chapter. And it's in English, so I can read it. Woohoo! Finally. Stirring from sleep, I slowly awoke and noticed the unfamiliar room around me. It wasn't a dream. I accepted my reality and gave a small sigh. This place was a part of the Berlin Mafia. It was a manor owned by Gilbert Redford, the boss of the Visconti family. He told me that as long as I'm with the Visconti, I can use this room, but the bed was far softer than my bed back at the church, and the furnishings were lavish. She's like, I have a nightstand and a lamp. It's fucking amazing. So also the fact that that nightstand probably costs more than everything in your room in the church, but I'm just saying. She literally had a bed and a desk. This doesn't suit me. I should thank him for his generosity. Huh? The knock startled me, but I stood up to get out of bed and open the door.
Buongiorno, signorina. Did you sleep well last night?
Yes, thank you for the change of clothes. Earlier this morning, a housemaid knocked on my door. She came to bring me clothes, which appeared to be from my room at the church.
I sent someone over to the church to check in. Seems no one was injured last night.
Thank God. He's really smart. He thought of that. He's like, I want to check on everybody, make sure shit's good. You'd probably care. Aw. Oh, you just think everything, don't you? Kinda love him a little. Look, Gilbert, I figured I'd enjoy your route. You know, he's literally the impy character. Just 100%. The hair, the voice acting, everything. You know, I mean the actual voice actor, not me. But, you know, like, he's still got sort of. But, you know, where you're like, you love the character after you do the route, but like right off the bat is not your favorite. Although, I am more attracted to Gilbert than I was Impy, just from the beginning of Code. You know, Code Realize, you were like, yeah, Van Helsing right there, that's my motherfucker. And I loved all of them. Actually, yeah, he was just my number one right off the bat. But, like, you go through and you're like, I actually really do love all the route. They're all great. I'm like, it's not that I don't like Gilbert, it's just unfortunately some of the other characters take power over him, but all of them in this, I do like all of them. But it was like I have to go down his route to just see where he falls. He's just like, you're doing really good, Gil. You're doing really good, is all I'm saying. Like, right off the bat. Wow, you're kind of a big, yeah. I mean, except for, was it Orlok's route where he was like pretty much going to kill us? I'm like, I don't fucking care. You disrupted my fucking deal. I'm going to kill you. What the fuck, Gilbert? What the fuck? Every other route, he's actually been a champ. And he's been a great character. But so far in his route, you're like, wow, you're just so thoughtful. I'm like, wow. Just carried me off. You gave me something to drink. You took care of me. You went to check on the church and got me my clothes. Wow, you're like ace in this. We're like, what? How far are we? I don't even know. We're just like we just got into the first chapter. Like, we're not even an hour in. Good job, Gil. Anyway.
I've also told him that you're safe here, but it's only been a day. I wouldn't go near there for a while.
Yes, of course. Thank you.
I'll have them prepare your breakfast, so take a seat for now. Once you're done, I'll need to ask you to accompany me shopping.
Shopping? I couldn't help but tilt my head as he motioned for me to sit on the sofa. He's like, I can't have you wearing that shit in my presence. Is there something you need help with?
Well, you could say that.
But I thought it wasn't wise for me to go outside at the moment. Someone who'd go as far as to sneak into a church in the middle of the night wouldn't give up so easily. If we went out into town, wouldn't I be attacked again? Not in his territory. As I worried to myself, Senor Redford shook his head a little and smiled.
If you're with me, everyone will know your current whereabouts.
Then...
It's fine. We'll be caught eventually. Might as well let the cat out of the bag ourselves. There's no need for you to be locked away in a tower. You should be more comfortable.
He spoke with a smile, but it wasn't so easy for me to change my mindset. Also that. He's like, I'm not gonna, lock you in the house. That's fucking cruel. Dante locked me in the house. Wait a minute. Nicola locked me in my room. And, wouldn't let me see anyone. I couldn't even talk to... That wasn't his bad ending, but I'm just saying, okay, wow. Gilbert's, throwing shade at them. He's like, I'm throwing shade at the Foul Zone. He's like, I'm not gonna, lock you in your room or, keep you in the manor. You could go out and do stuff, whatever. Wait, what? He's like, yeah, I know what they did. I'm better. Wow. Dante was really overprotective, and Gil's just a little more chillax. And Dante is really Dante has a stick up his ass, okay? I love Dante, don't get me wrong. I fucking love him. But he's a little frigid and stuffy. And Gil's like, what else? Just saying. You could totally tell. He spoke with a smile, but it wasn't so easy for me to change my mindset. In fact, it only worried me more. How should I explain myself to him? Be clear about it. I should be upfront about all of this with him, so there are no misunderstandings. I swiftly made my decision and looked him in the eye. Looked him in the eye! Well, I looked him in the eyes. Good, you said I, singular. Thank you. Look, he's got an eye patch. Which I'm guessing based on the calendar that I really want to get my hands on for 2021, but I can't. Anyway, because it's impossible to find now. But they actually show Gilbert without the eye patch, and it's not... He's got 2 eyes, so are you doing an Enomoto thing where you just pretend? Hold on. I feel like he's doing an Enomoto thing where he's just like, I just have it on, just make me look cooler. The fuck? Anyway. But if they know where I'm staying, I may be attacked again. And I also think we could be attacked while we're out in town. I just find it hard for me to feel comfortable under such circumstances. His doubt face is great. He seemed to be surprised by my statement. His eyes widened and he fell silent for a moment. And then...
Forgive me, Space. I'm a fool for not considering your feelings in this matter.
His apology was grander than I expected. I'm sorry, but his sad face is fucking adorable. Look at his sad face. Okay. You might be inching your way up there is one of my favorite. I might actually love all of you. there's always this time you're like, okay, appeal, just again, character art. This one appeals to me the most. And you like the routes for the other characters, fine. But it's like, but you did appeal to me art-wise. I didn't think you'd be my favorite, though, just because I can tell. Yeah, you're the cool, tough guy. You know what I mean? And that's never my favorite character. But like, my God, you're actually squishier inside than I expect. And that face is going to break me. You might actually be one of my top. They're all like, you're all my favorite. I don't know who to choose. It's like, well, you're my but I love, like, Nicola was my favorite just from like right off the, yes. Also, Phantom of the Opera. I'm sorry, Phantom of the Casino. Okay, hi. It's just like, right. But like, I was like, Nicola. But then Dante's route was so good. But then there's Yang. And then, you know what? I'm sorry, Orlok would have to probably be on the bottom just because he is... I like Orlok, and he's beautiful, but he does have the, like, sweet, adorable face. He's pushing in the lollyboy territory, so that's kind of where it kind of pushes him down for me, because I can't do that. You're, like, a little too sweet-faced and innocent for me. Just a little bit too, just... You're, like, borderlining that territory, and it's borderline weird for me. I don't know. It's just my thing. I'm sorry, but... He's way better than most of the quote-unquote lolly boys with their, you like really look 12 and your eyes are giant saucers and it's like, nope, can't do it. Like Leo. Like, he's bordering that territory too, but I just love him. He's a cute, sweet, adorable puppy and I just want to adopt him and take care of him and take him on walks. I promise I'll take care of him. Like, I just want to adopt him. Anyway. His apology was grander than I expected. Despite his being the boss of the Visconti family, he spoke this way to me without hesitation. I just get really excited recording this game because I love it so much. And I don't know what it is. But, like, it's been weeks, and I was like, okay, I gotta get back into it. I'm just so happy being back here. I can't handle it. We've only just met. I should have been more clear with my intentions. And that way, I wouldn't have made you so worried. It was my fault that you felt uneasy. Oh. Hold.
He can look into my eyes. He looked into my eyes with sincerity as he spoke, and I started to feel guilty. I'm not angry. I just wanted to share my concerns.
Sorry, we just gotta suffer through this part.
So please, don't worry.
You're very kind. Will you listen to the excuse I had?
I nodded a little. Still looking at me, he continued.
In a town overrun by mobsters, where do you think's the safest place for you to be?
Safest?
In the den of the wolves!
Until now, my home has been the church. The conflict was forbidden in the neutral district of Arca. The church that existed there, I thought, was the safest place in the world. But something happened last night, and my sense of safety crumbled before my very eyes. A safe place in Berlone, like I don't know of any anymore. Maybe there wasn't such a place. He must have anticipated my answer and shook his head.
There's no one place in Berlone that can't be touched, no matter who you are in the Mafia.
Oh, there is one place in Berlone that can't be touched, no matter who you are in the Mafia. Sorry, I read that wrong.
And that is...
That is?
Next to me!
He's so cute.
And that is... Next to me, of course, because, like, I'm amazing.
You got a little Lupin in you, don't you? I couldn't argue with such confident words. I suppose he has a point. I feel like Gilbert is the love child of Impy and Lupin right now. He's got the suave coolness that, like, Lupin had, but he's kind of got the goofy, like, super, I'm the ladies man, like, everybody loves me. That, like, Impy had, but, like, Impy was like, sure you are. And you just fell in love with him for being derpy and doofy, you know? But, like, Gil just has the suaveness. And plus, he's got the reddish brown hair. It's perfect. He's their love child. That's all I'm going with. There you go. This is what happens.
As long as you have me by your side, no one can lay a finger on you. Picking a fight with Gilbert Redford means picking a fight with the whole Visconti family. I told you, didn't I? You're the Visconti's honored guest. I swear I will protect you.
He spoke with certainty and smiled.
So, feel more relaxed now?
Yes. I felt my tension ease a little. Thank you, senor.
Gilbert,
Who's this young lady? I forget Oliver's voice, but I still love Oliver, too. Anyway,
My guest. She's gonna be staying with us a while. Space, this is Oliver, my friend and our treasurer.
Treasurer, a member of the mafia who handles and accounts for the money within the organization. He looks like a lawyer. Also an accountant, so I guess. Pleased to meet you, Oliver. I'm Spacey Adornato.
And the pleasure is mine, Miss Spacey. I am Oliver Haas.
Oliver Haas. He's so precious. I love Oliver so much. He's so uptight. He just seems so uptight.
Although Gilbert calls me a treasurer, I'm actually a lawyer and the Visconti's chief advisor. I told you he looked like a lawyer!
Did they tell us he was a lawyer before? Because he looks like a lawyer. I feel like they had to have told me before that he was a lawyer. He just fucking looks like one! Did I forget? I've been calling him that from the very beginning. But I don't know if they told us that he was a lawyer beforehand. You know, if they told us in passing in the very beginning. Somewhere in, like, Dante's route. And I was like, yeah, no, he looks like... And that's just where I keep getting it in my head, but... Anyway.
He's scary when he's pissed. He's a crooked lawyer. She won't understand your joking, Gilbert. Do you know how many times I've saved this family? Of course, Oliver. I appreciate you. You always handle the tricky ones.
So, Signorina, what brings you here?
Well, you see...
While Oliver and I waited for breakfast to be served, Gilbert went over the events that happened last night. As a result...
Huh? Picked up? On the street? You picked up a woman that both the Foul Zone and the Lao Shu are after? Whether it's true or not, it's troublesome nonetheless. What are you doing, Gilbert? Are you stupid?
I love Oliver in this route. I really do. That's right. This reaction is normal. It was more abnormal that Gilbert took me in without any reservations. He's like, getting yelled at by dad face. I love the expressions on the sprites. I love this game so much. I miss this game. I really did. I missed you. Oh, dear God.
You must be the only one with the balls to call me stupid, Oliver.
This isn't the time to be laughing. Besides, what's wrong with calling stupid stupid? What am I supposed to do? Smile and laugh in the corner. This is hilarious. Being the cause of all this trouble, I didn't know how to react. I felt so guilty.
Anyway, Space, you haven't eaten much. Is there something here you don't like?
I replied to his question. It's delicious. Not at all. It's delicious.
I see. If that's the case, I'm glad.
Most of the dishes were not made Puglia style, so it all tasted new to me. The skillet cornbread was freshly made, hot and fluffy. Skillet, a middle frying pan. The iron allows it to heat slowly and evenly. The clam chowder was rich with milk and finely chopped vegetables. Who eats clam chowder for breakfast? That's disgusting. No. Ugh. First of all, I don't like clam chowder to begin with, but like, you eat it for like lunch or dinner, not breakfast. Soup for breakfast is weird. Well, I get, like, it's odd to me, but like, but clam chowder, ugh, no.
That said, you're our honored guest. If you don't like anything, be sure to tell me.
Thank you, but I'll be fine. I'm not a very picky eater. Oh, but I suppose it's difficult to eat very bitter or spicy foods.
Got it. I'll be sure to remember. Make everything bitter and spicy.
Hey! Oliver's temple twitched. His brows were shaking as he stared at us. You could tell he was beyond irritated.
You two, no, especially you, Gilbert, do you remember what I was talking about? This isn't the time to be casually eating. Now, Oliver, settle down. I was just about to ask you what your food preference was. That's not what I'm saying. Calm down. When I asked her to come here, I'd already thought things through. I had her story checked out. It's true there was an incident at the church last night. And let's say she was lying to us. What exactly would we lose here?
Haha, you lost some clam chowder and a skillet cornbread, motherfuckers, because I ate your food. No!
Aw, man. She didn't even pay for her night here. It's not like I'm staying at a hotel.
Well,
See, my guest stays in one of these empty rooms for a few days. Not a big deal. But the story's true. What would happen to her if I just kick her out now?
Our options would be greatly reduced. Oliver chose his words carefully. She would be left with the future of being sacrificed to the Falzone or the Lao Shu.
So, Oliver, you really think I'd let that happen?
You wouldn't.
She trusted me. She's relying on me. How can I be the boss of the Visconti if I can't even protect one signorina's life? Besides, I knew in just one glance. She's not the type to lie.
I'll ask just in case. On what grounds?
Intuition. Oliver's face is like, Jesus Christ.
I knew you were going to say that. Good Lord, what am I going to do with this boss? Oliver's face scrunched up as if he had a migraine, and he put a hand to his forehead. I really love, Oliver's always fun in all the other, routes. You're like, I love Oliver. I like him so much better when you see more of him in this. This is the Oliver we needed. But eventually he sighed, as if giving up. He turned his attention to me again. Well, fine. I now understand it's pointless to say anymore. We'll be together a while, Miss Spacey. Are you sure it's all right? Well, at the end of the day, it's the boss's decision. And that's what the family is all about. Please don't get me wrong. I don't mean to say I dislike you at all. No, it's fine. I understand. I personally felt that Oliver's concerns were legitimate. But please refrain from going about and acting recklessly. That's all I ask of you.
Oliver, when I'm done with breakfast, I'm going on a date with her. Hold down the fort, will ya?
Oliver's so pissed.
Was he doing it on purpose, or was it all natural? He found the perfect time to add fuel to the fire. He's trying to kill Oliver little by little.
He's like, I'm trying to see how far I can push him before his head explodes. It's just like an experiment.
I love it. You are such an idiot! In what world does a man take a wanted woman out on a stroll?
Jeez, you're such a worrywart.
He gave a hearty laugh. Oh my god. Alright. You came right on time. The fact that you've shown up means you're going to explain to me what happened last night? Yes, I've come to talk to you. You didn't think you'd be killed? I'm stronger than you are, so I wouldn't be killed. Even if you brought your men with you, I could easily run for it. Besides, I figured you'd let me speak first and then decide. Fine, I'll hear you out. And then let me explain. No, we have no intentions of being in opposition against the Falzone. I'm certain we share the same goal. We, huh? So while you play informant around Berlone, you in fact have another role. Are you telling me that's your real job? I did lie to you. I admit that, but it was a necessary lie. We need to see for ourselves if the Falzone was an organization that could be trusted. This sounds like it's going to be long. We can continue this at the Francesca Manor. You have your own house, Nicola? Huh? Anyway. It makes sense his family would, but he stays... Well, alright. You should still keep this from Dante. The funny thing is even in his bad route, when Dante died, we stayed at the Falzone Manor, not the Francesca Manor, so he has his own house. Huh. It's like, shouldn't we have known that when we were dating you? You're going to believe me? For now. Whether I side with you or not is dependent on what you tell me. That's more than enough. Thanks. Oh, he gave a hearty laugh. Okay. And then, Oliver continued to scold and lecture him until our meal was over. Okay. So, I know it's a little bit under time, but with the allergy issue and everything, well, it's about time anyway. So it's a perfect place to stop. I will continue in a couple of days when I don't have this problem. Yeah. I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.